There's like an animatronic I have not seen yet that got added in the Toxic 20s.
Well, right now I'm starving and feel like I'm about to faint, so.
Rocket launch going off right now. Look at that.
We have Horror Unleashed merchandise here at Universal Studios now.
At least there's no bitters in it.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2025 update. We're doing a deeper dive into some of the scare zones, revealing Easter eggs, trying some more food. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights turn of the day, right? We're gonna go back to HHN 2015, right? The horror alum. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. Okay, welcome back. A couple of minutes before Stay and Scream starts.
Just a couple more nights left of Halloween Horror Nights, then the season's over.
They now have little stickers where you should stand so that it scans your face. Let's scan them for the Backlot Club. Now there's 3 towers that you have to scan before you get your card. Let's pop into the tribute store, see if there's anything new. All right, the final weekly magnet has dropped. They're $14 each. That'll be for 5 Nights at Freddy's. All right, so we still need to go over this giant painting. That'll be an upcoming video because there's so many different Easter eggs. So over here, they're gonna have the tribute store 10-year anniversary poster, which you'll see right there. We'll show that off when we get home. But they have restocked the ornament. Again, these things have been selling out, but they're here inside the box. So $18 a piece for the tribute store stained glass ornament. The merchandise parade is here. It's all being restocked right now. I am loving the new Stay and Scream system. It works so much better than how it was, you know, years in the past where you're just stuck in this holding area. Because if you want to wait for a house, you can wait for a house. If you want to go get food before all the crazy crowds get in here, you can do that. So I've really enjoyed the Stay and Scream process for this year. So hopefully they carry that on next year. Let's go get some more food. All right, so Allison wants to get the corn dog here. Okay, so it's gonna be the freakishly long corn dog. A Nathan's foot long hot dog, hand dipped, fried, topped with jalapeno ranch and crispy bacon bits. They loaded this thing up with the bacon bits. Let's see what we're dealing with. All right, corn dog. I love the jalapeno ranch on there. You get a little bit of heat. It's kind of a corn dog, kind of missing that very fluffy, kind of crispy corn dog outside. It's more like kind of like a mushed up bun around the hot dog. I'm gonna do 8 out of 10 on that.
It's like a deep fried hot dog, if that makes sense. I know what a corn dog is, but it's not like cornbread. Deep fried batter.
Time to get some Stay and Scream food. All right, so Allison got the fried pickles. Comes with a buffalo chicken dip.
Buffalo chicken dip on the pickle. That was perfect. 2 very good appetizers combined into one. Buffalo chicken dip, because I just tried the buffalo chicken dip on its own, it's very good. And the fried pickles on its own, I haven't tried it on its own. Very good fried pickles, combined together, 20 out of 10. It's a must!
The next Backlot Club scanner is over here by Horror Makeup. We were at the HHN bar. The characters don't come out till 6. Let's try one of the drinks, see if they're any good. So the Pack Mule and the Dead Man's Hand you can only get here at the HHN bar. Phantom Punch and Deadly Nightshade you can get at all the other bars. And I think City Walk, so we got the Pack Mule. It's gonna have traditional Blanco tequila, a creme de casas, and a ginger beer. Ginger beer's throwing it off. It's like a creamy raspberry ginger beer. That was gonna get a 4 out of 10. So this is rough.
At least there's no bitters in it.
So new this year, what they're doing, if you're the first person in the house, they have one for standby and one for express. Each house has its own special little certificate. So it says Vault Tech. Vault Tech's first visitor of Vault 32. And you put your name there and the date. How many do you have now?
I have Hatchet and Chains, Dolls. I did Terrifier yesterday.
We need all 10 out of you.
They don't do one for WWE.
So I hope they continue that little certificate, a little ceremony. So they also do it for some houses, like the last guest going through during the nighttime. So it kind of gives the annual pass holders and hardcore fans kind of something else to do. So we have like the collectible cards, which has been awesome this year. And then now we have, you know, getting these little certificates if you're the first person going through that house. Tonight's scare zone will be Masquerade Dance with Death. So this is the vampire scare zone. So this takes place again inside the conservatory, but during a different time. The Origins of Horror is like a modern day kind of version of the conservatory. This is all based inside the El Artista house. The vampires here are like a couple hundred years before the front scare zone. I believe it's like all the different vampires from all over the world. That's why they all kind of look a little different. They're all here to kind of, you know, have this party and then drink blood. And so that's the backstory behind the Masquerade Scare Zone. It's in the conservatory, but in a different era. Okay, so all these little opening ceremonies all happen at 6 o'clock. You kind of have to be in here for Stay and Scream or kind of the paid early entry to kind of experience these different opening little ceremonies. So in each one of the scare zones, there's a different little story element that happens. So one of my favorite things to do is during HHN is when I do these highlight videos. And I spend hours upon hours in these zones just kind of like understanding the vibe and the storytelling and how they work and operate. And you really learn to appreciate all the fine little details that all the teams have put into the costumes and the little stages. But you only notice that if you kind of just like sit down and just like watch it all go down. So I highly suggest, if you've already been through all the houses and scare zones, just like take a moment, chill in a scare zone, and you're gonna notice so many things you've never seen before.
A little bit of a windy night, or the stained glass is dancing to Club Horror right over there. $35. I haven't seen this. It's a Mel's Dying Apron. I've not seen this. Before you enter into Springfield, they got the food truck. I'm gonna get the PB&J. So we're going to the Plastico food truck. Last time I had the barbecue chicken tenders. We're gonna try the garlic parm this time.
Temper Tantrum tendies. These are the garlic parm ones, the spicy marinara. They look kind of soggy though. Oh no. Some of the worst tendies of the year. The breading tastes like, you know, Chex Mix? Not the pretzel pieces, but like The pieces that you're kind of forced to eat, that's what the breading tastes like. They just look slimy and gross. I'm gonna do a 5 out of 10 on them. Now it's time for the PB&J. So mom cut the crust off PB&J, fried PB&J, hot maple syrup with chili flakes. Nope. Alright, PB&J, disappointing. It's spicy. The issue with it is I don't think they changed the fryer oil because it was just so oily and gross and ugh. That's all you tasted was oily deep fried bread. I'm gonna do a 6 out of 10.
You got it. What are your thoughts?
I think this is absolutely amazing, man. I'm a pancake person, and so this is the perfect blend of a peanut butter jelly sandwich and deep fried, greasy, crisp pancakes. It's amazing. I love it. Well, right now I'm starving and feel like I'm about to faint, so I'll give it a 10.
It's a must.
We just went to the White Six at like 10:31. So whoever that cast was, y'all were insane in there. Everybody was ruthless. That was the best run through I've had of the White Six the entire season. So good. Every single scare was perfectly timed and everybody was in sync. That was an awesome run through. So we're heading over to the Toxic 20s now. The event always evolves over the course of the season, right? Houses change, scare zones change. There's like an animatronic I have not seen yet that got added in the Toxic 20s.
On behalf of BuzzCon Industries, we disclaim responsibility for any adverse effects that our top-of-the-line rat poison may cause.
It does not say that.
Now, I know it sounds pretty bad, but hey, I'm going to clean this all up. And I'm going to take responsibility on behalf of BuzzCon, but I will...
Well,
I'm not going to admit that I'm...
You're admitting guilt, Tony! You don't have to do it!
I will admit that BuzzCon did do something wrong.
And you're wearing the BuzzCon shirt!
Well, I work for the company. What am I going to wear, my street clothes? Come on.
He's representing BuzzCon by making... I know he's literally representing the
But you see, they didn't inform me that this was not just any old rat poison.
They'll never make a bad product. Only good stuff.
Do you see the bad product on my face? Do you see the green goo? You know, this so crazy. Soon enough, they've made this. They're gonna make something that's gonna make, like, I don't know, big bugs or something. I don't know.
No, they wouldn't do that.
No, I guarantee you, in a couple of decades, they're gonna do something crazy. No!
Free Tony, that's right, free Tony. I can't hear you. Free Tony, right? Come on, people, yeah. Tony, that's right. Hey, down with BuzzCon, yeah. It wasn't me. That's your job, man.
Everybody, please remain calm. I got this under control. You see, got help on the way. Stay clear of the roads and fight the mutations.
Now, most people aren't really listening to me because every time I say don't touch the goo, they still touch it. You haven't touched it, right?
It's so bad.
Don't touch the goo, I'm warning you. It's bad. In fact, I've seen what it does. Oh, see this stuff?
Hey! The green goo, it's toxic. It's turning people into mutants. Stay away from it.
That guy was scary, though. I just saw my life flash before my very eyes. That's your cousin?
Yeah, that was my cousin.
I can see where you get your looks from then, opposite. I was, walking down the street and having to get involved with the wrong kind of people, corrupt police officers, and they had the goo and spread it all over my arm. And then they said, look at you, now you got the goo on you, you're gonna die. I'm
It's only fair. It's only fair.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it is, because this wasn't
I don't
me.
think it's fair.
Right.
I don't see any signs of...
My face is glowing!
I think the
It is
green really
glowing.
brings out the color in your eyes.
Every time I see you, you look greener.
I hear it's not easy being green around here. You're spitting image of not really enjoying the green stuff. But hey, you know what? I'm sure you're gonna have a great time when you die. You know, I hear the underworld is real fun.
Yeah. I've been there. Oh!
You got some money there. Is that yours or evidence? I heard there's a bank robbery that happened.
Oh yeah, that's just a rumor. Don't you read about it in newspapers, okay?
Okay.
I'm doing some charity work and all that stuff. Tony here is the one who created all this mess. Cracked the Lagoon. He cracked the goose on the gabagool.
I've seen a couple gabagools running around.
What? You're gonna spend stolen money? Yes. No, why?
So again, the scare zones are evolving over the season. So I feel like a lot of the performers, they're very interactive now. In the beginning, I don't remember them really interacting. Too many of the guests are just kind of going for the pop scares and the jump scares. Now they're kind of doing that kind of immersive scare zone. So I appreciate the evolution of this scare zone.
Central City Bank and made their getaway with bags full of cash.
Let's show the people of our city what you've been hiding in these barrels. Son of
Okay, so we're heading off to the Lagoon show. So Universal did release this round table kind of talk. Show off that real quick, and then let's try to find a good spot.
We have not done a Halloween Horror Nights Lagoon show in a couple of years. And just to give a little bit of history on that, the last time we did a show, it was very short-lived. We had some damage to the lagoon. I actually think it was a hurricane, if I'm not wrong. And of course, we went a couple of years without a lagoon show for Horror Nights. And then we've got this brand new system out there, which our beautiful show, Cinesational, plays on every night. So we've decided to bring back that show from 2022 with some updates. Awesome. So it's going to have some new music with it. It's going to have a brand new title, Hauntophonic, A Ghoulish Journey. So I'm very excited for it to return to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Now it's going to be on that brand new system. So it's going to look and sound better than it ever has before. The show is really comprised of some popular songs people will know, all original covers of those songs, along with 2 original songs, 1 brand new original song for this year. We wanted to create a show that was so traditionally Halloween. What do people love? They love black cats and pumpkins and full moons and haunted houses and skeletons. And how can we build a show around those things? And then can we find pop songs that kind of back up this story and this imagery? The device we use to take you through this story of this creepy journey is that vinyl album playing along with this storybook. Then what's cool is that's all animated and it's all original animation. We had several animators working for us out on the West Coast to create this show, which is great because you can see different styles of animation within the show, but all original, created just for us. And then when you come up to the finale, you reach the flip side. Just like you'd find the flip side of an album, you reach the flip side of life and you slip into your grave. So the finale is no longer animated. Now you are in the real world and all of the textures and tones become real. And it's a little bit more dark than that animated journey you took before.
All right, here we go. Hauntophonic, A Ghoulish Journey. So the show times are going to be 9 p.m., 9:45, 10:30, 11:15, 12, and 12:45. Someone actually did add a googly eye to the skeleton right there.
Tonight we're spinning a classic tale for those who don't scare so easily.
Hello, and welcome to Hauntophonic. Now, please open the stereoscopic picture book that accompanies this album.
show. Show's a ton of fun. I'm hoping next year they bring IPs back into the show.
All right, the third one is over by Men in Black. We picked up this week's card. It's gonna be of the Cat Lady. So there's one more week of these, and then we'll show the whole collection at the end of the season. $12 for a pin, I think, from Horror Unleashed. We have Horror Unleashed merchandise here at Universal Studios now. Bates Motel #1. There's also a keychain. It's $12 for the Bates Motel keychain. So we had Horror Unleashed merch pop up at Universal Studios Hollywood, the Scarecrow merch, and then we have Bates Motel stuff here. It's weird because Psycho has no presence whatsoever in Horror Unleashed. So Tristan did all these giant mosaics on the tram tour at Universal Studios Hollywood, and they had a collection a couple years ago with his designs, but they have a new collection. So $70, we're gonna have a Wolfman hoodie. On the inside, you're gonna have that 3D design. $30 for the hat with the design. $60 for this backpack. So the collection's gonna be called the Faith in Chaos for Tristan Eaton. $37, we're gonna have a t-shirt with Dracula with kind of that same 3D design on it. I don't see a price on this, but it's like a black and white version. It's like a button-up kind of jacket that they have with all the Universal monsters. $75 for the button-up shirt with the poster design on it. And then $70, you just got one that says Frank. Got Frankenstein's monster right there. And that same 3D design. $70, this just says Bride on the sleeve. And then you'll have the Universal monsters kind of posters that are on that shirt inside the hoodie. And then $37, they're gonna have the Creature from the Black Lagoon t-shirt. I have the hoodie of this version that they released a couple years ago. So you can pick it up inside the Five and Dime. And I think it's also hit the stores at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Rocket launch going off right now. Look at that.
What? I like it.
I think it's John Murdy right there. John.
Okay, so John tweeted out this: I've begun the long journey back to LA to close out HHN 2025. 4-hour bus ride to Dublin for a 10-hour flight to LA, arrived with jet lag from the 8-hour time difference late Friday, and then back in action at HHN Saturday night. P.S. Finished outline for house number 3. Okay, so someone asked John this: when you are working on the next year's houses during the event, is any part of the process informed by seeing the houses you wrote previously up and running on their feet? John says, yes, because you quickly lose touch with that. Since you're so busy working on the next one, it's important to keep going to the event and seeing what guests are reacting to.
Okay, on that note, let's go back to the office and talk about some more HHN stuff.
Okay guys, we're back in office. I want to show you guys how the Tribute Store poster looks that you can purchase. It has a really kind of nice metallic finish on the bottom of it. So you can pick up the ornament and then also the poster to celebrate the Tribute Store's 10th anniversary. I noticed a lot of details when I was in the Masquerade Scare Zone. There's a lot of money going into the Scare Zones this year. We have a lot of prosthetics on the actors. The paint jobs are looking immaculate. And the costume design is next level. There's so much care and detail put into every stitch inside those costumes that all those vampires are wearing. So if you get a chance, kind of just like pause that little montage and just kind of look at all the craftsmanship, because it truly is next level. So our next Halloween video, I believe, is gonna be Oogie Boogie Bash. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button if you have not already. Hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.